Let's get started. These are the kings from around the way.
People listening out there that might know who you are exactly. Just introduce yourselves real quick.
Yeah, my name's Koast.
It's Skillzee.
We're 2/5 of a crew called Central Spillz, Bristol-based crew. Been around for a minute. We've been through some evolutions and changes. Like there was 7 of us, then 6, then 7 again. But yeah, we're kind of settled at 5 now, 5 MCs. So big up Redders, big up Strikes, big up Surplus, the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we had Surplus come through for us a few weeks ago as well,
Yeah,
man.
we've seen that.
Yeah, he went in, man. So you going to top that today?
Boy.
There's some big boots to fill, boy.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So what's going on, man? You just dropped this new mixtape. Big fan of it, man. We played a couple of tunes. We've been supporting it the last couple of weeks. Let us know about that. It's a free download as well. It's generous.
Yeah, that's right, man. Just put out a 20-track mixtape. It's called The Overspill. It's available from our label Durkle Disco's Bandcamp. That's Durkle Disco. The Bandcamp just takes you through kind of the whole spectrum of what we're about, kind of starting with hip-hop, like the track you just played, into some more experimental, kind of more down-tempo but 140 stuff, into the kind of stuff if you've seen us play live, you might know us for the kind of real, rowdy, jump about.
The energetic shit.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And it is a full spectrum as well, man. Definitely kind of walk through those levels, man. And that kind of represents a label as well. You're the label boss of Durkle Disco, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah.
So talk to us about the label, man, because, you do send me a lot of music, and some of it's surpassed what I normally play on here, but I do really appreciate everything that you're trying to push, man. You're definitely on a left field kind of vibe, man.
Well, I don't even know about left field. Like, for me, like, personally, my 2 major loves with music from when I was young was hip-hop and garage.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's not even an egotistical thing, but the label is pushing what the music I'm into and what's come of that. Because obviously from garage, you had kind of grime and dubstep and like bits of like the funky house scene. So yeah, I just want to represent music that I love and it's been a big part of me for a long time. And
yeah, man, you've racked up a few releases as well, like in the last year or so. You've definitely been putting out. What release number are you on now?
The next one, well, we've actually been putting out for the last couple of months, just putting out loads of freebies, just give something back, build up the brand, build up the name a little bit. But yeah, the next one is going to be, well, we've actually got another free EP dropping in 2 weeks on December the 10th, which is the day before my birthday, so don't get me nothing, just download that, get the statistics up. But yeah, that's a grime EP. And then going into the new year, we've got some real like kind of deep, minimal garagey stuff, some kind of old school throwback sounding dubstep stuff, and lots more grime as well, and hip hop, always hip hop as well.
Yeah, but back to the mixtape, because that's what we're here to promote really today, man. Let people know about that new heat. I mean, who's on it? What producers have we got? What MCs are on there?
Oh, there's a big list. We got production from Jemmy on there. Quite a lot of Bristol.
Yeah,
mainly
Timo,
Bristol,
Forsaken.
Pro P.
Yeah, Carlos from Durkle Disco. Like whole real wide range. Like beats from obviously Super Risk, who was a part of the crew. Interface, who used to be a part of the crew. I mean, just you can tell from that list of producers. It's pretty varied.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out.
And not many guest vocalists though, because obviously there's a lot of us. Like some of them tracks are old, so they were when Shad was in the crew, could sing obviously. Redders does his thing vocally, but Eva Lazarus is on there, and Relly's on a track on there as well.
Yeah, definitely need to check it out, man. And yourselves as people, because you're doing a lot of shows, especially you, Koast, really getting out there on a hosting tip. I mean, with the Spillz shows, are you kind of moving away from doing performances together and more focusing on the solo stuff, or is it you really want to bring that back?
You know what it is? It's just like there's so many of us, and like every man's working on their own solo projects at the same time as like working on Spillz. So like, I think everyone's just gonna take a bit of time out, just work on their own projects, push that, and then.
It's only fair
when that reaches a certain point, then everyone's going to come back together.
It's the same with us as Ambush, man. That's the blessed thing, man. You can always come back to it, your family, you know?
Yeah, it's a collective at the end of the day, you know
what I mean? Obviously from your own experience, as a crew, the most important thing's to be friends, and that's what it comes down to. But if you're kind of stifling each other, if people have got their own ideas they want to work on, then it's not healthy to all kind of... So you're going to see a lot of solo stuff from us in the next year, but there'll always be Spillz music as well.
I kind of got that from the mixtape as well. It was some solo tracks that other people have done and kind of grouped together on that?
Yeah, well, every single song that's on there, well, like 3/4 of the mixtape is, it's like we went through our archives, songs that were like half started, half finished, so we fine combed it, gave him a good mix down. A couple people went back in, recorded stuff, and yeah, man.
Yeah, it's the lost tapes.
Yeah, pretty much. We added like a couple things in there to just make it a bit more, relevant, just to string everything together and make it flow and that. And here it is,
Yeah, just hope people like it, and that's why we're putting it out there for free, because we realise that we really put the work in with shows. That we were gigging hard.
More than anything, really.
Probably at the expense of making music, so kind of we wanted to put something. Obviously, we had our album 2 years ago, Space Travel, but that was all produced by Superist, so that was kind of, I love that album to bits, but that was just one side of our sound. So we kind of wanted to put, and a lot of the tunes that people will know from our live show never saw the light of day. So kind of, we wanted to give something back and say thank you to the people who've backed us and come to see the shows over the years. And
we did have a lot of support, man, even still.
Yeah, 100%, man. Been popping off for years, really. It comes in waves, but I remember some real good times for you guys and some wicked shows as well. We'd really like to see that come back as a collective, Those collective performances definitely set the trends, man. A few big parties at Fekla and Motion and whatnot,
Yeah, Fekla, I missed that spot, man. That was...
Yeah, watch the awards next week, man. We'll decide who's the best venue in Bristol, man.
Tough one,
Is that even a competition?
We got a panel together and we've been arguing, man. It's been more stress than good, but I think, we've done a good collective. I think people need recognition for the work they put in on a local scale, so that's what we're going to try and do next week.
Most definitely, man. Looking forward to hearing that.
For sure, man. Well, normally we have quite in-depth and long interviews, man, but we want to really get into the bars with you guys, man. So just let us know what the future plans are and where people can get in touch with you.
Well, like I said, the label, Durkle Disco, just everything through there. durkledisco.co.uk. You'll find links to our Twitter, to the SoundCloud, Facebook, Central Spillz links. Get us facebook.com/Central Spillz.
With a Z.
With a Z, yeah. A lot of people get that wrong. Even people in the crew. Not going to name and shame no one, but Spillz with a Z at the end. And watch out for another video dropping soon-ish which is actually for the track Rocky Road, which you played earlier.
Yeah. So it's a big tune, man. Definitely need the video for this. And I'm going to play probably on first listen, because I haven't gone too deep on the mixtape, man. I definitely need to burn a copy and get it in my car and give it a real good listen. But definitely feeling this one, the Steady Paths tune, man. Tell us about that tune. How did that come about?
You know what? I'll tell you where this tune come from. When my brother first moved to Bristol, Strikes, he just had millions of bars and like loads of beats and everything. Pro P on the production, by the way.
It's quite an old tune then, yeah?
Well, do you know what? Like, his bar on it's pretty old, which is crazy because he's, it sounds up to date. And he put that down. We had it floating around. We had some issues with like transporting files and stuff when I went from PC to Mac, and there were actually like other rappers on it that their files got lost, and I managed to salvage Strikes, and I put my bar down, and Reddy put his bar down, Redders put his bar down, and then Redders come with a hook. Yeah. And then we just managed to string together what I think is a piece of magic.
I love the way every tune's got a story behind it. Like, for us, we're grinding and putting together mixtapes, and nobody really wants to watch a documentary about local guys and how each tune came about. But for me, it's really interesting.
This whole project really has got like a, you can kind of hear if you were listening to our shows and anything back in the day when we were kind of doing our thing, like you can kind of break it down to eras, like it's all like hip hop in there, like a bit of dubstep, even a bit of drum and bass. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like was like our our whole style, like covering like all genres of music, like putting it into a show. Yeah.
So peeps, if you do anything today, you're online listening to this now, man, just hit up bandcamp.com/Durkle Disco.
Nice. durkledisco.bandcamp.com.
Okay, fair enough.
You should know, man. You got your own Bandcamp. What's going on, Cara?
Always put the name first, Just hit the download button. It's free, and it's just good Bristol music with a whole heap of MCs and wicked producers. Probably my pick off the album, mixtape, album.
It's an album, mix man. Album, yeah.
Yeah, probably my pick off that on the first listen is this track, man. Steady Paths. Let's get into it.
Yeah. C Spillz fam. Every man, life. Paths.